Good morning, Pisces. I've been looking for the books and the boxes for my cards, and I went through and I was looking and I found the Oracle of the Great Mystics, and this is the guidebook, this is the deck, and we're just gonna pull from that today. Only beings of the highest light are welcome here. And yeah, let's get right into this reading. Let's check it out. I bought this deck a few years ago, and I have this is going to be my first time using it. So let's see what message Spirit has for you. I'm hearing my left ear is ringing. It felt, you know what it sounded like? It sounded like a phone ringing. You know how your phone does that? There's a ringtone on one of our cell phones, my iPhone. And it sounded just like that. And I had to just stop because I was like, who's calling? Maybe you guys are going to get a phone call today. You guys have an important phone call coming. You know, I've been talking a lot about going with the flow, and anymore, that's what I'm doing. These cards are actually, I like the rims are for the rim of the card is made of, it looks like foil at the rim. Okay, Hermit. The inner journey answers from answers from what? Answers from enlightenment and prudence. We're just going to read what the book has to say about this. And obviously, this card is saying go within, right? So maybe you're going to get a phone call today, and there's something that you're going to have to go within about this call that you're going to get. Okay? So that's where the answer is going to come from. Let's see what the book says for this, Hermit. The inner journey answers from enlightenment and prudence. The hermit hums the potential, wielding ancient love to guide the path ahead. Lore that has been adapted and internalized over long years of introspection and enlightenment. The hermit is a unique card in that it signifies the nearness of success or its recent passage. If not, the hermit suggests that you are in the phase of your journey that requires much introspection, drawing your mind and attention towards your inner self and looking for answers within. At this time, you are in need of a period of reflection away from the demands of work and life, paying mind that your actions do not adversely affect others. The meanings and origins of the Hermit card are ancient, an age that portends the time you must take before you make a decision about the task before you. Of course, you must approach all things in life with love and open-mindedness, but at the same time of circumspection is prudent. But at the same time of circumspection is prudent as you come to terms with how you have changed in your journey or self-discovery and self-love. If you are still unsure, consider that now is the time for that journey of focusing on you. Yeah, I feel, you know what I'm feeling from this though? I'm feeling like this is more than anything, this is more time for you with all the changes that you've gone through. And maybe, yes, you will need to go within for that phone call if that resonated with you. But it's more of a time to really start like looking at yourself and look at how much you've changed. over the last year, over the last 2 years, over the last 6 months, maybe over the last month, like something changed. You had an epiphany and something about you has changed, and you are not the person that you were a month ago, a year ago. And it's like coming to terms with that, taking a look and seeing like how far you've come, and in that journey, taking a look to see like, hey, did I was I mindful? Was I mindful not to trample over anybody else as I made my way on this journey? Because you still have the journey continues from here, right? And so if there's anything you need to correct in your behavior, because we're all human, right? Even though there's enlightenment, you have gained enlightenment, we're not perfect. And so we want to make sure that we're not repeating mistakes that we made in the last journey, because we made some, right? And um, I'm going to pull two more from here to finish off this. I was looking at and thinking about, when I was younger, I had someone that I knew that had a child. And, at the time, I knew they needed help. They didn't have any help from anyone, but I had two children of my own and I couldn't help. And, you know, the baby didn't make it, right? And that's, and that just left a mark on me that, you know, did I sit back? It made me think, like, did I sit back long enough to really determine that? Because I was barely, taking care of myself and my children, right? And sometimes we have to make that decision. But in retrospect, we look and we say, like, you know what, did I have the bandwidth for just a little bit more? And maybe the answer is yes, and maybe the answer is no. But it's just something that along your journey, when things happen, right? Because you're not going to be able to save everyone. You're not going to be able, but it to me, it's just important that I'm not the cause of anything, or I'm not making myself the cause of anything that's happening outside of me, right? Because the only person I have control over is myself. And sometimes, because we're empaths, we want to help people. We know we can help, right? We could, but at what expense, right? And if you don't help, it's at what expense? So it's the balancing act. It's truly a balancing act, Pisces. Let's see, we're gonna pull two more. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull another one. We'll just pull them both out, and we may or may not need to read these all. Oh, Mother Gaia. Wild Witch. Ooh. Grow with nature. Seek solitude in work. Listen, I gotta read that one. Seek solitude in work. There's a lot. And then this one is Mama Gaia. Success in life cycles and success in life cycles and family ahead. Harmony, beauty in aging. Listen, this is like the world card. You are ahead, but it's like grow grow with nature, seek solitude in work. It's like there's something that you're supposed to meant to birth, but you're birthing it on your own. Look at this. You see the baby? You're birthing this on your own, and you're being harmony, beauty, and aging. Wild witch. Like you are, this is like the magician and the world card. Your magic is bringing in Your magic is bringing in success, love, family, the 10 of cups, the 10 of pentacles. Let's read this together. Wild witch. From my home in the boughs of an ancient heart tree, I await any who would ask for my aid. I oh, I wait to provide remedies to any who would come to me. Go with nature. You might be called to do work with herbs. That might be the work that you're doing in solitude. Kind of herb magic that you will do to heal people. Many have walked in my forest, but finding me will not be easy. My privacy assured by the fear of men who would risk my medicine for coming unwanted or unannounced. Trust in your step as you enter the trees, for all those who wish to will find me. I sit in a ring of growing green and flexing vines, profound potions laid out before me, my hairs braided and discarded leaves, my arms heavy with charms, my neck in amulets, and I study what I can see of the canopy lit by the moon. I read the falling leaves and the chirps of those who called the forest home long before me and will call it home long after me. Light incense, play soft music, and recite the following. I breathe the breath of the trees, whose wisdom I read. I weave knots in healing from the threads of my mind, my subconscious, a tapestry of gnarled vines. I enter the greenhouse, ready to grow. Wow. You need to connect with nature, Pisces, right now. You need to go spend some time in nature, just you in nature. Connect with the trees, connect with the plants. You may be into plant medicine um, because your success lies ahead, and this will keep you young, and this is how you're going to help others. This is where you're going to find answers about this is where and how you're going to find answers with about what you're supposed to do. And this is going to help you connect with Mama Gaia, right? With your abundance. Let Mama Gaia guide you. Let Mama Gaia envelop you, protect you on this journey, on this beautiful journey. Let Mama Gaia keep you young and help you to help others stay young. And it's not just, beauty is without of us, but beauty is from within. This healing energy. I just feel this beautiful, soft, healing energy that you are exuding. Right? And this comes as you connect with nature, like this comes natural to you. This comes natural to you. And there's, I love that there's beauty in aging, right? That because in aging, you have wisdom, right? And some of us are lucky enough that wisdom comes at an early age. But even if it comes later and you feel like, oh, I'm a late bloomer, like, why is my awakening happening now at 40 or 50? It's because that's when there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the experiences that you've had, that you've brought along with you thus far. That as you connect more, and your solitude now is like this hermiting that you're being asked to do. There's some introspection about your journey. There's something that you need to pull out of your journey, but then the solitude is now you and nature. You need to connect with nature. There's something about you connecting with nature, the herbs, plant medicine, to heal yourself even, and to heal others. Some of you may be out there doing this already. They say there's more than enough to go around, Pisces. And when you connect with the land, when you truly start to connect with the land or hug a tree or, step in the grass or just, it's pretty amazing what happens. It's on us. It's on an unconscious level, on a spiritual level that the changes occur. Your gifts are the gifts are granted. You may have access to knowledge about plant medicine that you didn't read about in a book. It comes naturally. It comes from your ancestors. You may already have this gift of, like, if something's wrong, exactly, you don't need a book to tell you. You know exactly what plant, what herb, what tea to get to help with a certain ailment. Or you may be called to take a class because there are a lot of herbs out there, right? And so we want to be safe with the herbs, but you know what I'm saying. I absolutely love this for you. Let's pull a few tarot to clarify. Ancestral ghosts. And elders arrive. The retaking of time. An elder's arrival. What? Listen, Pisces. I wasn't, and I turned this over. This gift that you have is coming from your ancestors. Your ancestors may have had some connection to herbal medicine. Just always make sure when you're connecting with the ancestors that you're connecting with the ancestors of the higher light, right? Because for obvious reasons. But there's something about your ancestors that are this you're healing ancestral wounds, but you're also gaining access to ancestral knowledge. Maybe that's why people will look at you like they will look at you as the wild witch. Your ancestors are passing the baton to you. The retaking of time, you're claiming back. Listen, this is the retaking of time. It's like you're reclaiming all that was lost for your ancestors. There's something that you're reclaiming. And it will be as if time had never passed or something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. It's like maybe for a period of time in your family, some of these gifts were not being used. Maybe your ancestors didn't trust or have anyone they could pass these gifts on to. And now here you come, and you're like this wild witch, ready and ripe and ready to learn. And because maybe you've cleared some karma, right? When you went on your when you went in your dark night of the soul, the hermit, when you went in the dark into the dark night of the soul, you cleared a lot of karma, and your ancestors are like, yes, 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 you're the one. Now that you've cleared the karma, we want to share all these gifts with you that you might share with the generations to come. And people may look at you like an anomaly. People may be looking at you like, how does she know that? Like, is she, people might even be saying, is she or is he a witch? Like, what's going on? And it's nothing, this is nothing bad. This is nothing to be scared of. But sometimes people are scared of what they don't know, what they don't understand, what they can't see, you can't, they can't see your gifts. They just see the effects of your gifts. You can't explain how you're getting these downloads because you just are. You've become um ready to receive them. Like, you are ready to receive them. You've become the next ancestor to carry on and use these gifts that maybe haven't been used in a long time, maybe have been forgotten. And it's like going to bridge that gap of time between you and the ancestors, your generation, the generation before you, and the ancestors, in generations to come, and the ancestors. Like, you're going to have knowledge that, how sometimes they say knowledge gets lost, right? Because it doesn't get used. And it's like you're carrying on like a tradition. Oh my gosh, I just did another reading where I was talking about the I think the energy in that reading was the Hierophant. And I think I said in that reading that there's something about tradition that you're supposed to go back to. And here it is, it's showing up today. Like, it's not like you're going back to tradition, but not in the sense of the structure. You're getting these downloads from your ancestors about old traditions, things that could otherwise be lost if you're not ready to use them, right? Because even herbal medicine, herbal magic can be used for good, it can be used for bad. And they see that although you're the wild witch, people might look at you strangely, but they know that you have temperance, that you are the high priestess, and that you're worthy, and that they know that you understand karmic law. You understand the laws of nature, so to speak. Yeah, you need to connect. This is really wow. You need to connect. You have some gifts. You have gifts coming in. Some traditional something about tradition. Let me pull the tarot. Let's clarify the Hermit, Pisces. Let's clarify the Hermit. Wow, yeah. If you guys think about it, you've probably already been doing this without realizing it. And there's more. The Knight of Cups. There's a gift. What did I tell you? Knight of Cups. I'm clarifying the Hermit. Knight of Cups. The Hermit and the King of Wands. The Hermit clarified by the Hermit. And the Hermit fell out in reverse. So it's like, and the King of Wands, look at you. You're beautiful. This is you. This is your spirit team bringing you your gifts. You're meant to shine and you're meant to come out. When you're done reflecting, when you're done reflecting, it's like you're going to have intermittent periods. I feel like intermittent periods of reflection. Like you will reflect, you will come out, you will share. You will come out, you will get downloads. You will come out, you will share. And people will come to you. The Wild Witch. People will come to you to share. It's not like you're going to have to seek people to go share with. Not at all. People will come to you for you to share your gifts. Very powerful. Very powerful. Clarify Wild Witch for me. Temperance. What did I say? Your patience and Knight of Wands. This is ironic. Like patience and then Knight of Wands. Patience and it's like because you've had patience, because you've had this is Sagittarius energy, strength. I get it now. These gifts are coming in quick. Nine of Wands. They're coming in quickly. Spirit's here, but wants you to be patient with yourself, patient with these gifts. They don't want you to, there's no need to rush. You don't have to feel, it's going to feel a little overwhelming as you realize that you have these gifts. It's going to feel overwhelming. They want you to stay tempered. You're going to feel really powerful. This is fire. There's a lot of fire. King of Wands, you're going to feel, King of Wands was here. Like you are the King of Wands. You're going to feel really powerful. Temperance. Maintain always. Like that's it. A good witch always maintains temperance. We don't act with haste. There's no need. You're already powerful. You have the magic. You have what it takes. And all this brings in the world, the success in life cycles. Like it's you're about to go I cannot. Look at that. The world clarified by the world, and strength, and the Empress. This is your calling. This is your calling. Empress energy. And I said here I felt the strength. Yeah, this is awesome. The world, the world clarified by the world. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's success it's like these life cycles now that you will have will be the gift that keeps on giving. That's why that's why, and you have your spirit team is with you, but it's the gift that's coming in fast, and you're gonna have, this is your power. You're all power. You're very powerful, witch. A lot of healing power here that you're being granted. I don't know who you are, but this is a lot. This is a lot of healing power that you're being granted. And this is power that like, and this brings so much harmony into your life, and you're going to bring so much harmony into the life of others. Your ancestors are really happy with you, but just like like monks, right? And you're not going to be alone. You'll have people around you. I see a lot of people around you, a lot of people here, but you're going to need to be spending a lot of time between reflection and then coming out, right? Because the hermit, and then we had the hermit in reverse, and it's like the hermit this is so your calling, the hermit clarified by the hermit, and then the world clarified by the world. I cannot. And that with the Empress and strength. This is definitely your spirit team bestowing some ancestral gifts onto you. Some you may know about, some you may not yet. Some might come as a surprise. You may be with the world, like you may be on the internet, you may go online and you may be looking at something, you might come across something and you're like, something that interests you, and it might just click. Like you're not going to understand why it just clicks, but it's just going to be click. It's just going to click. It's just going to be click. Can I talk? All right, Pisces. Let me let me close out this reading. Let's close out this reading. Spirit wants you to guard your gifts, but share them, right? Your spirit team is like super happy that this is going to bridge that gap between them and time. So time, it's almost like time, it won't be lost. And these gifts and this knowledge that you're going to pass on to the next generation. It's almost like without you right now, like this knowledge would be lost. Balance. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Connect with nature. Go connect, go hug a tree. And then inner beauty fell out, so I'm going to read it too. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Listen, and I told you, like, it's like beauty in aging. We talked about beauty in aging. And beauty is not about the outer look. Like you are, and look at this is all about beauty because you're the king of wands. You're beauty and power, confidence, stamina, strength. I mean, all the things that your journey has taken you on, has given you. So go back and reflect on some of those gifts. Because those were all gifts too that you were given, but now there's more. There's these other gifts. These are ancestral gifts that you're meant to share with others. All right, Pisces, hit that like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, claim this reading. All right, and I will see you in the next one. Let's keep weaving that dream together.